Good evening, students. Today we will learn computer software, and we already know that it is a set of programs that govern the operation of a computer system and make the hardware run. Means it is equally important as a hardware is important, so the software is also equally important. Without software, the hardware cannot run. Okay. Now, here is the classification of software. Software can be classified broadly into two categories. There are two categories of software. First is known as system software and another one is known as the application software. Okay. See, what are both the things? System software, the software that controls internal computer operations. For example, reading data from input devices, transmitting processed information to the output devices, checking system components, converting data, instructions to computer understandable form, etc. All are known as system software. All are controlled by system software. All are done by system software. Okay. What it controls? Software controls all the internal computer operations, and those are reading data from input devices, transmitting processed information to the output devices, checking system components, converting data, instructions to the computer understandable form, that is binary form, and is known as system software. Okay. Now again, system software is classified into two categories. What are those categories? First is known as operating system and second one is known as language processor. Operating system, it is a type of system software. What is this operating system? An operating system is a program which acts as an interface between a user and the hardware. It means to communicate with the hardware, that is the computer hardware parts, the user must communicate with the help of this operating system. Okay. This operating system acts as an interface. Interface means it is a system, it is a handle, or it is the accessories through which we can control hardware. Okay, a programmer or the user can control the hardware, run the hardware. This is the operating system, and it is the major software. And first, this is the first software which runs on the computer and continue running till the switch of the computer. Okay, in the background it is working so many tasks, and those tasks are all the computer. That is all the computer resources. Means hardware means all the computer resources. What are the resources in the terms of computers? Say for example, input devices, output devices, printer, keyboard, mouse, joystick, okay, plotter, internet, everything. These are known as resources. Now, the primary goal of an operating system is thus to make the computer system convenient to use. What is the goal? Goal means what is the purpose of the operating system? What is the purpose? It wants to make the computer system convenient to use. Convenient means easy to use. Okay. It wants to give us, the user, that the computer becomes very much easy for everyone to use it. And now the secondary goal. What is the secondary goal? The secondary goal is to use computer hardware in an efficient manner. Efficient manner means all the features of an hardware part of the computer can be utilized and its performance can be gained. Fully performance can be gained efficient mannerly. Okay, can be used. This is the second goal. First goal, the convenience it wants to provide you, and the second one, it wants you to efficiently and speed, performance, accuracy, all the operations can be done with the help of hardware. And also, an operating system is an important component of a computer system which controls all other components of the computer system. What is the purpose? It controls all other components of the computer system. Okay, this is the operating system which controls all the other parts of the computer. Even the hardware part of the computer is controlled by this operating system. Okay, now there are so many types of operating system available in a computer system, and those operating system, some examples are here given here. There are different types of operating system available today to cater to varied types of requirements. So many requirements. Depending on the requirements, softwares are also developed according to the requirement. This operating system software is also developed according to requirements. Single user operating system. Single user means if a computer is tends to work only with the single user, okay, then a single user operating system is also available. You can give example, just say for example DOS. DOS is an example of single user operating system. Okay, now multi-user operating system. Multi-user operating system, say for example Linux or Unix. These are the multi-user operating system. And time sharing operating system. Okay, time sharing operating system, say for example we can say Windows is also a time sharing operating system. Okay, time sharing means the CPU time. We know that each and every work is performed by CPU. CPU means the processor, the brain of the computer. All the works gone through that brain of the computer, that CPU part of the computer. Okay, now CPU time is very much crucial. So the processing time is divided and shared among all the processes, all the workings of the computers. That's why this operating system is known as time sharing operating system. And it Windows is also able to work with time sharing. Okay. Real-time operating system. These are specialized operating system which works with real time. Means whatever the work is given to the operating system must be completed within the deadline. Deadline is given. Okay, some time is given. Within that time, that works must be completed. Okay, that type of operating system is known as real-time operating system. Say for example during satellite communication, okay, this real-time operating system is very much helpful. Now, multi-processing operating system. Multi-processing means where more than one processor is incorporated in a computer hardware. For that purpose, multi-processing operating system is required. And in a supercomputer or the mainframe computer or the bigger version of the computer, where more than one processors are attached on that computer, multi-processing operating system is needed. Now, distributed operating system. Distributed operating system means if some work is divided between so many people, so many organizations, so many branches, then all the work must be controlled by a central computer. Must be controlled by a central computer. Then there is distributed operating system is needed. Okay. So now come to language processor. This is also a system software, and it is a special type of a computer software that can translate the source code into an object code or machine code. Now there is two terms, source code and object code. First we have to understand this source code and object code. Then we can understand the purpose of language processor. What is source code? See, a source code refers to the program code written by a programmer in a high-level programming language such as C, Java, C++, Python. Okay, in those language, whatever the program is written, okay, that program is known as source code. That program is known as source code. Now come to object code. Object code refers to a code usually in machine language or binary code, a language that computer can understand easily and run on hardware. Means object code means this is This is a binary language code which is available in such a way that computers can understand it directly without any translation. Okay, this is known as object code. If object code or object software is available, then there is no need of language processor. But now see here, language processor is used to translate this source code into an object code or machine code. Now what is source code? Yeah, we understand the source code, the program written in any programming language is known as source code. This source code is not directly understood by the computer. So language processor is needed to convert this source code into object code. Understood? Now source code is converted to object code, and then object code is directly understood by computer, and computer process execute these instructions and give the output of the program. There are so many types of language processors. There are and those types of language processors categorized in 3 categories. What are those? First is known as assembler, then interpreter, then compiler. All these language processors are used to convert the code, one type of code which is not understandable by computer, to object code which is understood by the computer. Okay, now see, assembler. This language processor converts the program written in assembly language into machine language. The program written in assembly language, which is known as source code here, is converted into machine language, that is object code. Now interpreter. Interpreter is a type of system software that translates and executes instruction written in computer program in high level language. Not here, in high level language. Computer program in HLL. Okay, high level language. Line by line, unit by unit. It translates and executes. See, translates and executes instructions line by line or unit by unit. Means one line at a time. It takes the code, converts it, translates it, and executes its instruction. This is the work of interpreter. Okay, see, compiler. Compiler is another type of system software that translates and executes instructions written in a computer program in one go. It also translates and executes instructions written in a computer program, especially in high level language. Okay, HLL, high level in one go. What is the difference here? Here interpreter translates line by line, and here compiler translate in one go. Only the difference is here. Both do same work. Both converts high level language program written in some program, computer program, in machine language, in machine understandable language. But there is difference. What? Interpreter convert it line by line, and compiler convert in one go. And we should know that Python is a interpreter based language. Python is an interpreter based language. Okay, and C++ is okay, compiler based language. Application software. This is another type of software which is known as application software. These are the programs written by programmers to enable computer to perform a specific task, such as processing words, inventory control, handling calculations and figures, medical accounting, financial accounting, result preparation, railway reservation, billing, etc. Okay, see, we have learned system software. Now this is application software. System software is made for the working of internal components, internal working of the computer. And application software is made to deal with the outer world of the computer. Say for example, for office work, for students work, for some commercial work, so many, for some financial work. For this purpose, so real world purpose, this application software is written or made or created. So see, These are the programs written by programmer to enable computer to perform a specific task such as processing word. Word processing means, just say for example, to type letter, okay, to make books, okay, brochures. These, for that purpose, processing words or word processing is software is available. Say for example, Microsoft Word is a word processing software. Inventory control means some shop is there who deals with the stock and selling and ordering of the products, that is done by inventory control software. Handling calculations, some calculations work are there, so that and figures, for that purpose software is also especially made. Medical accounting work, financial work, okay, result preparation of a school result preparation softwares are made. That softwares are available and we can purchase that software, install in our computer to do the work. Railway reservation, billing, these are done by what type of software? Application software. Okay. Now see, an application software is a set of programs necessary to carry out operations for a specific application. If one sentence you want to define application software, then this is the correct one. An application software is the set of programs. It is a set of programs necessary to carry out operations for a specified application. Okay, here application software is made for each purpose. Separate software is developed and those softwares are known as application software. Again, here so many types of application software. See, further subdivided into 4 categories: packages, utilities, customized software and developer tools. And one by one we will discuss what are the packages, utilities, customized softwares, developer tools. See here. First of all, packages. Packages, actually what here, it comes in a bundle of more than one software for a particular purpose, particular user purpose or for general purpose user. See their definition. As applications may be numerous, from thousands to millions of them, as we know that computers can do millions of work, thousands of works. Now, it is not feasible to design software for each one of them. Rather, some general software are designed that may be used by individual users in the manner to suits their new needs and requirements. Means what happened? It is not possible to make software for each and every purpose. Not feasible to design software for each one of them. What we have to do? A general software is developed or designed. Okay, which can be used by individual users, and individual users suits their needs and requirements. Okay, a general software is developed concerning the common goal of the individual users, and those softwares are known as packages. Such general application software are known as packages. For example, Microsoft Office, MS Office, in short, MS Office, which comes with Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, okay, Excel, then PowerPoint and Microsoft Access, and some other tools are also available that comes as a package, and the whole thing is known as Microsoft Office. Okay. See here examples of software packages. The common general application software packages are word processing software. Say for example, MS Word, Microsoft Word. Okay, this is a word processing software. Spreadsheet, Excel. Excel is a spreadsheet software. So for so many purposes we use a spreadsheet software. Database management system software. Say for example, Access, ESS, Access you will find. Desktop publishing system. Say for example, PageMaker software. PageMaker software. Graphics and multimedia software. Say for example, video editing software or some other type of or PowerPoint software. Okay, those are PowerPoint. Those are the graphics and multimedia presence software. Now come to utilities. Utilities are those application software that assist the computer by performing housekeeping functions like backing up disk or scanning, cleaning viruses or arranging information. Actually what happened, computers have some demerits also. So many facilities are there, so many things are there, so many applications can be done with the help of computers, but some demerits are also there. Say for example, viruses can attack our computer and make our computer unusable. For that purpose, so many other problems are also there. Computers are electronic devices, and it may happen that some part of the computer may not work and all the data we have saved get lost. It may possible. Okay, to keep these things not happening or avoiding, for that purpose utility softwares are developed. Okay, and it works like a housekeeping work. Backing up disk means for unwanted situation we can take backup of the software of the file, and if something happen, then we can not lost the data. Okay, scanning and cleaning viruses, okay, arranging information, so many things are there. It is an established truth that everything comes with certain pros and cons. Here see pros and cons, some merits and demerits. Software are also not an exception to it. Utilities bridge the gaps by helping to solve the problems and maximize your computer's potential. Means these problems are maximum solved by these utility software, utility packages, and softwares are workable. And computers are become so much useful, helpful. Some important utilities are, you can say, text editor for some writing notes or some list we have to make. If we want to make some list, some notes we want to take, then text editor, say for example Notepad, Write, these are the text editor software we can use. This utility program is used for creating and editing text files we can make. Backup utility. Okay, backup utility means we can take backup means if something happened to our computer, if operating system stops working, then our data must be saved. Okay, so that when computer becomes usable, these softwares will come up and we will continue our working as we have done with the previous things. This utilities program facilitates the backing up of disk. Backup means duplicating the disk information so that in case of damage or data loss, this backup data may be used. Compression utility. As we know that computers have large storage capacity, but this large storage capacity sometimes become less. For that purpose, for that time, we can compress some large programs, large data to take small space in our storage devices. For that purpose, compression utility is there, and then if we want to use that data, then we can uncompress or extract those data in a larger format so that we can use normally. Okay, this utility program facilitates compression of files. Large files can be compressed, okay, so that they take less storage area. Again, this defragmenter software is there. Actually, what happened when we save some data, some large data, then in computer disk it stores those data where there is space is available. In that way, a single file or large file is stored in multiple locations, and gradually the computer becomes slow. Okay, because why it becomes slow? Because the files are scattered in the disk, and to read the file it has to go to each and every location and read the file. and it takes time, so the computer becomes slower. This defragmenter software collects those files and saves at one place, and then the computer becomes faster. Okay, see, this utility program speeds up disk access by rearranging the files and free space on the computer, so that files are stored on contiguous units, and it makes computer faster. Now, antivirus software, we all know about this antivirus software, what it does. See here, this utility programs scans the disk for viruses and removes them if any virus is found. Okay. Business software. For business purpose, some software is needed. For that purpose, here business software is there. See, this type of software is specifically created software according to a business requirements. This type of software is developed to meet the general requirements of a business. There are many ready-made business software. These can cater to a variety of business needs. Okay. Keeping general requirements of a business. Okay, one type of business, say for example, the shopkeeper. So many shops are there. So some general softwares are developed for inventory control. Inventory control means how many products we have and how many products we have sold. Okay, what are the available stock of our stock. Okay, so many things is required. Today, how many sales have been done? What is the profit? What is the loss? Okay, these keeping all these requirements, a software is developed for general purpose. Okay, these softwares are already ready-made business softwares are available, and one can purchase those software for their purpose, for their business requirements. That software, that type of software is known as business software. Okay. Different business, for different type of business, different business softwares are already available. Those are known as business software. See examples here. Inventory management software. For shopkeeper, inventory management software is very much helpful. Payroll information system. Payroll for office purpose, to give wages or salary and keeping records of all those things. Payroll software is very much helpful. Financial accounting, to keeping of records of finance matter. How many money, how many credit is given, how many debit is given. These types of data is to be recorded in financial accounting software. Hotel management softwares are already available for room allotment, for all those things. Okay, reservation system. Okay, railway reservation system, bus reservation system, air reservation system. Softwares are already available, and one can purchase those software for their business purpose. Okay, now come to customized or tailor-made software. Actually, what happened? So many type of software we have learned. Business software is there, application software is there. Okay, those packages software, utility software are there. Those softwares are made keeping the view of general need of the user. Okay, so if some person need to make software especially for their business with custom requirements, with their own requirements, okay, that type of software is developed by hiring or by contacting a software development company. Okay, and those software development company knows their requirements, understands their requirements, and develop some software for their business needs or for their purpose, and those softwares cannot be used by some other person or other type of business. Okay, this software is known as tailor-made software. Okay, see here, customized software is one which is tailor-made as per user requirements. Such type of software is customer specific. Customer specific means for that customer this software will work and for other it won't work. It is made keeping in mind the individual needs of the user, and such software cannot be installed and used by any other user or customer since the requirements may differ. Okay, so these softwares are known as customized or tailor-made software because it is made for that user only, keeping his or her requirements only. Okay, and those requirements may not work for other user. That's why it is known as customized or tailor-made software. Now come to software libraries. Software libraries is helpful for those who are programmers. Okay, so many softwares or the libraries or the codes are already available, already made by some person. Okay, and those softwares or those functions or libraries are purchased or obtained from that person for our purpose. Okay, for their own software development requirement. See here, the software library is a predefined and available to use suite of data and programming code in the form of pre-written code, functions, scripts, classes, etc. It is pre-written code, functions, script, classes. Okay, and it is helpful for programming. Okay, programming code that can be used in the development of new software. Okay, and where it is used? It is used to in the development of a new software programs or application without having to rewrite them again. Okay, some code are already available, then why to write those code again for our software? Just get that code and incorporate those code in our software and rebuild the software. Okay, this is known as reusability. Also, reusability means we can reuse the same code in our new software if that code is already available. One can use a software library in a variety of projects. For example, Python is also available. Python comes equipped with many software libraries. So many libraries are available with the Python. So for some purpose, some functions, for some requirements, there is no need to write own program. Just call the library, use the library code and make our new software. Understood? This if you are not understanding now, don't panic. It will be clear to you once we will start learning Python programming languages. Okay, some important Python libraries are, just keep note here, so many Python libraries are here. See, NumPy, numerical Python. It provides abundance of useful features and functions for operations on numeric arrays and matrices in Python. We will know these things, don't bother here. Just we will know again later when we start Python programming languages. This is NumPy, numerical Python. SciPy, scientific Python. It contains linear algebra, optimization, regression, statistics, Panda libraries. It is a package designed to work with labeled and relational data. It is designed for quick and easy data manipulation, aggregation and visualization. For those purpose, already softwares are available. We need not to write those codes. Just we have to call this library and incorporate in our program and use those functions, those features. Okay. Now this topic is covered here. Here we have given you some exercises which you must do for your knowledge. Okay. And thank you all of you. See you again.